Hello there. We're live, courtesy of Conestoga College Digital TV. And we're at the 2024 Under-23 Men's Canadian Fast Pitch Championships. We're a little bit slow to get off the mark, so we'll catch up at the end of the half inning. Starting it off was Nick White. He earned a base on balls. The batter for Nova Scotia is Brady Fraser. We're watching Saskatchewan Delisle Pride versus the Nova Scotia Selects. We watched the Pride yesterday, and they gave a great game against the defending champion Tavistock Merchants.
Another great day today, Ron.
Yep. Okay, we're at a 3-2 count. Man on first, nobody out. And another foul ball. That's a couple he's hitting. It's nice to be out in the ball yard, right?
Absolutely. Another hot one, for sure.
Yeah, you got that right.
But the weather looks promising today. And it didn't earlier in the week, but it cleared out nicely last night.
Oh, a hopper to the first baseman, unassisted. That's one away. Coming up is the shortstop, Nathan Peters, number 4. Number 3 batter for Nova Scotia. On deck, Braden Woodworth. He's playing left field today.
A little interprovincial rivalry, I guess, going on today outside of Ontario. And the Pride had one heck of a game last night, eh?
Oh, and 2 is the count. One away. Man on second.
Looked for all the world.
Oh, that was close.
Sorry, looked for all the world that Delisle might have been out of that game late last night versus the defending Canadian champions. And they rallied back to make it close with a 1-run loss to Tavistock.
Pitcher's getting set. Another close one. Try to get him to chase. Chase the high inside one.
And this
looks like he's got a nice little rise ball happening.
This is the first time we've taken a look at Saskatchewan, I think, is it not?
And it's a hit to
left field, easily handled by the left fielder.
And that's 2 away. Braden Woodworth is the batter. He's playing left field, number 94 for Nova Scotia. On deck, the third baseman, Alex Melanson. So after this half inning, I'll catch you up on the alignment in the outfield for Saskatchewan.
Oh, no, I guess we did do a Pride game
Ball.
last night. Yeah.
Pitchers behind, 1-0. Nice swing. 1-1's the count. 2 away, man on second. Nova Scotia's going to try to push him home. A little single would do that. And he pulls it foul. On top of that, changeup. As you can see on your screen, the ball's back in the infield. The pitcher's getting ready to rock and roll. 1-2. Two's away. And he got caught looking. So that's 1 hit and 1 left on base.
Just a quick shout out to the boys in blue as they go out there and start cleaning off the bags and bases. Carlos Sevilla, Dave Thompson, Jeff Vanzella, Troy Schwartz, Martin Robitaille, Corey Barrett, David Jackson, the boys in blue for the tournament this year. And we've got 3 of the finest out there today.
Okay, so who was out there for Saskatchewan? You got Max Major, he's the catcher. Ryan Bicknell, center field. Will Major, he's playing shortstop. Ethan Sommerfeld, right field. Evan Young, first base. Tom Norris, the designated player. Caden Fadak, playing second base. Justin Ritchie, third base. And Rhett Bernard, left field. And Troy Pradenmack is pitching and not batting. Out there for Nova Scotia, Nick White, Brody Fraser, Nathan Peters, shortstop. Braden Woodworth, left field. Alex Melanson, third base. Cam Weatherby, right field. Riley McKinnon, the designated player. Evan Tilley, first base. Caleb Isenor, the catcher. Tyler Payne, he's playing second base, but not batting. Coming up is the catcher. Number 1, Max Major.
A little bit of a scorcher last night
Hello?
and again today,
Okay,
but
okay.
there is still a lot of ball to play
Okay, I
this
will,
weekend.
change
And if
the
you're
mix.
thinking about coming down and watching,
All
make
right,
your way down to Peter Hallman Ball Yard and check it out.
pitcher finishes his warm-ups. I need to introduce the players. No worries. Back to the pitcher, on to first base. He's out 1-3. Number 22, Ryan Bicknell. Center field. Sorry, man. And he slaps it to the shortstop, and it's high. Tough play. Call that an infield single. Will Major, the shortstop, number 7, coming to bat. And he got in safely. Stolen base for Bicknell. Not sure on the ruling on that one. But we got Ryan Bicknell back on first base. And he fouled it out of play. And he fouled another one out of play. Right fielder Ethan Sommerfeld on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 0-1 away. Whoa, that was in tight. Evens the count at 2. High. Full count. And he smacks it into right field. The runner is running to third, and he makes it safely. So that's 2 hits for Saskatchewan. Number 16, Ethan Sommerfeld, the right fielder. 1 out, 2 on. Looks like they got their hitting shoes on like last night, right, Sean? Well, you're doing your homework. Sorry about that, man.
It would appear that way.
Looked like a double steal was going on. The runner at first was out, but they scored Ryan Bicknell. Bases are clear. Ethan Sommerfeld, the right fielder. Watch strike 1 go by. Ooh, a little low there. Low and inside. 2 balls, 1, 2 away. And he smacks it. Foul. A long out. Long fly out of play. All right. Pitcher gets a sign. Inside. And the count's full. 2 out. Nobody on. And he smacks it. And the center fielder comes across to make the catch. Looked like the right fielder's ball, but the center fielder called him off. So our next group will be Alex Smolenson playing third base, Ken Weatherby, the right fielder, and Riley McKinnon, the designated player. I see you're busy looking at the schedule.
That I am. We've got a whole slate of games today. Of course, beginning with this one here this morning. Again, with the 7 teams involved. So we've got the Nova Scotia Selects right now with the Saskatchewan Delisle Pride. Murno's coming up after this at noon with another exciting performance from Tavistock. Harwood Corners and Shallow Lake will be playing at 1 o'clock. Wyerton Red Devils and Delisle Pride will be playing at 2:30. Harwood Corners and Nova Scotia Selects will continue after that. Shallow Lake Sting, Tavistock Merchants again at 6:15, and the Wyerton Red Devils and the Murno Mariners will finish things off tonight at 8:15.
Great job. Thanks for the info. I'm sure the people are going to come and watch, right?
I'm hoping so. We've got great weather. Again, a little hot, so bring some water certainly. But come out and enjoy the games. We've got a full sked again tomorrow, Friday, round about the same time, starting at 11 o'clock. Full slate of games with the semis on Saturday beginning at 1 o'clock and the finals on Sunday beginning again at 11 o'clock.
Well, thanks for that. Ball's going down to second. We're getting rolling here.
And again, all brought to you by Conestoga College, digital TV. So if you can't come out and watch, live stream all weekend.
Good thought. Alex Melanson, third baseman, number 12. His first at bat this game. See if it's a first pitch swinger or a watcher. And he's a first pitch swinger. Straight one. Took a good look at that one. Nice rip. A little high. Oh, he lays one down the third baseline, and they're letting it go foul. Third baseman had no play, so he thought he better just wait to see if it goes foul. Checked the rotation, and sure enough, it did go foul. That's 2 strikes. Would have been a tough play. Pretty sure he would have been safe at first if it had stayed fair. Oh, catcher expected that one to be a strike.
This early in the game, you don't want to take the chance of making that throw, I don't think.
Yeah, you got that right. And again. He's checking to see if he went around, and he did not. Well, I guess he did. Umpire didn't give the sign at first. Ken Weatherby, right fielder, number 25. Takes a look at one outside. On deck is a designated player, Riley McKinnon. Smacks it right through the wickets of the second baseman. Dares him to throw behind him, but he makes a nice, easy throw to second base.
I don't know that you see that very often at this level with the second baseman really not getting down on that, at least getting down on a knee and stopping it in the infield. But as I said, it's early in the game.
You're right. It's unusual to see it go through the wickets.
Yeah, you got to block that ball.
Got 1 strike. And he pops it back out of play. Right over our head. Evan Tilley, the first baseman, is on deck, waiting patiently. And he smacks it right down to the first baseman, and he takes it to first base for the easy out.
Yeah, heck of a stab on the back end. I guess that's the theory behind having a right-handed catcher on first base, yeah? Although he is a left-hander, had to take it on the back end, but did take it on the hop.
Evan Tilley, first base, two away. Man on second. A little inside by the looks of that one. That was even more inside. Evens the count at 1. Two away, man on second. He smacks a high one to center field, and it looks like he's camped under it for the third out. One hit, nothing across. Playing with zeros here today.
And it's a good thing we're on diamond 1. Diamond 2, that would have been right in the sun. That would have been a heck of a
Yeah,
play to
looking
make
up in
it
the
this
sun,
one.
right?
Yep. Again, 3 diamonds here at the ball yard. And of course, today we'll make use of 2 of them. But there are often things going on down here at the ball yard. And even when we're not doing the tournaments here, if you like the game, great place to come and watch.
It's a great venue. Peter Hallman Yards, I think, is probably one of the premier venues in Ontario. We've hosted a lot of tournaments here. As Sean sure can attest to. He's been to a few. Helped out a lot, right?
We endeavor to do so.
Get out there and volunteer.
Yeah,
You were saying yesterday you're encouraging other volunteers to get out here.
I am. I do. Again, next year, this same tournament will be going on next year, if you're interested, 2025 at the end of August, the 27th through the 31st, with 3 divisional championships going on. And certainly they're always looking for help to get those things to happen as they are today. And so a shout out already this morning to all the volunteers who are here bright and early. to help.
Number 20, Evan Young will be coming to bat. He's playing first base. Followed by Tom Norris, the designated player, and Caden Fidak, the second baseman. They took a good look, but it was a strike. Didn't like the look of that pitch. Not sure he could have done a lot with it. A little high and outside. Evens the count. Two balls, one. Not biting on the rise ball. And he fouls it off. Over the right field bleachers. Looks like the pitcher's lost his own a little bit. Full count. Out of play. Still full count. Nobody out. Everybody's going to get a chance to regroup here. And he taps it to the second baseman. Made a fantastic play. That was a nice play, Sean.
Heck of a stab, yeah. Stretching all the way out towards first base. A little backhanded toss to the first baseman for the out.
Tom Norris, the designated player. We've seen some great plays on our events yesterday and now today.
Absolutely. Tavistock and Delisle had a great game last night.
It's kind of interesting. The Pride second baseman let it go through the wicket. Sometimes those are harder than the ones like that.
Yeah. You're diving at it at that point. Whatever happens, happens.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not expecting to make it. And when you do, you kind of stare at it.
And he whacks it to the shortstop, picks it up on the hop, and throws it out.
More really good infield play. This is my first look at the Halifax crew here. Or not the Halifax crew, the Nova Scotia crew. And again, the infield is doing their part.
Second baseman, Caden Fadak, number 9. Let's see what the umpire says to that one. That was close, a ball. Looks like another one, 2-0. We don't have the luxury of all those electronics of Major League Baseball, right?
No.
That'd be kind of cool.
That's got its downside, too. I don't know how long it'll be before we've got robotic umps out there.
Yeah. I would dread that thought. And he hits it just foul to the third baseman. Made a great stab, but out of play. A little low on that one. 3-1.
And a quick shout out to anyone down east listening or watching on CCD TV.
And he rings another strike in there, and it's full count now.
Surely there are friends and family of these Nova Scotia players who are watching from home. So hello to you and welcome.
He was disappointed on the last pitch, but number 19, Justin Ritchie, the third baseman. He fouls it out of play. One strike. Runner on first. Well, it's way outside. Gives the runner a chance to move. Wild pitch. Runner moved up to second on the wild pitch. With a little smack. Richie has a chance to get an RBI. Hit into the gaps would do that. And he hits it to right field. And the right field came in a hair, but caught himself and moved back and made the catch. Good inning. One hit by one hit, a base on ball. Sorry, man left on base, and no runs.
I am to understand that no person in Nova Scotia at this point is more than 56 kilometers from the ocean, and that in fact there are 7,500 kilometers of coastline in Nova Scotia. I've never myself been out east. I guess you have to say down east. People get angry. Have you ever been out there?
I have not. Well, I have on a cruise. But it's basically a stop in Halifax. It's a great spot. I'd suggest if you get a chance, you should head out there. Have you been to PEI?
No, I've never been out east. No,
No.
down I said it all. No. You have to say down. It's down, right? You have to say down east.
Yeah, for some reason.
Out west, down east.
Yeah, but it's up
Or
from
back
where we
east.
are.
Is it back east? Back east? Maybe it's back east. I don't know. I'm sure people are screaming at this point. No, I'm sure it's down east.
They're probably saying, "Look at those dumb Ontarians."
That's right. 160 lighthouses out there. 160.
You're just a wealth of knowledge. You do a great job.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
So coming up to bat will be number 88, Caleb Isner. He's the catcher today. Then we're back at the top of the order with Nick White and Brody Fraser. You do a great job of that homework. I'm enjoying listening to it. This is Caleb's first at bat. Looks at the first pitch for ball one. And he smacks it. And the center fielder makes a very nice sliding catch on that one. We saw some nice infield play yesterday, but we've seen a few nice outfield catches today, right?
Yeah, so far so good.
Nick White, center field. Looks at it outside. Ball one. Got a base on balls in his first at bat. Oh, he hammers that one. He was all over that one, but it went foul. He just looked like he wanted to take that to Timbuktu. Outside. 1-2. Evens the count at 2. Oh, tried the change on that one. Wasn't biting. Whoa. High and in tight. Takes it for a ball. The second walk. Brody Fraser, the pitcher. He hit an unassisted to 3 last time, the first baseman. One on, one out. He looks like he tipped it. Runner goes back to first. Nathan Peters, the shortstop's on deck. He's safely into second. He's takes a pretty bullet arm to get a runner out. And the pitch has to be right. 1-2, 1 out, man on second. Scoring position. And he was caught looking. Catcher set up on the outside corner, and the pitcher hit it and raked it on. Nathan Peters, the shortstop. 2 away. And we're having a little conference. As in the last half of the inning, Peters does have a chance with a little line drive. And that's not going to do it. Third base, over to first for the out. He's out on the 5-3. We have 1 down left on base on the walk. After 3, we have or 2.5, I should say, scoreless tie. It's been a nice game, moving straight forward.
I think it's 1-0 for the Pride. I think they scored a run earlier.
Oh.
At least that's what's on the board.
Oh,
there.
yes, you're right. I missed the one in the first inning.
Yeah.
Ryan Bicknell scored on a single, and he was advanced on the caught stealing. There's 2 singles. Good catch.
Keeping my eyes open. Keeping my eyes open.
That's why they pay us the big bucks,
The
right?
big bucks, exactly. Yeah. Another trip to Village Catering. Those are the big bucks. Again, I should take a minute to throw a quick shout out to some long-term tournament supporters. Hallman Construction, McCarter Grespin Lawyers, MTE Consultants, MHPC, Planning, Urban Design, and Landscape Architecture, who've been with the tournament for quite some time. So, thank you. And if you're interested in sponsoring, certainly you can contact Kitchener Fast Pitch. There are always events going on, and they're always looking for help.
Coming up this inning, we've got Justin Ritchie playing third base, Rick Bernard, the left fielder, and Max Major. He's a catcher. He'll be the third batter in this inning. Sorry, I missed Ritchie on the last. Rhett Bernard is up to bat, playing left field. 1-1. Richie's first at bat. Bernard's first at bat, I should say. Pitcher set. And it's a little inside. Full count. And he hits it. It's foul on the right side. And just off the fence. Second baseman got a little close to the fence and had to be careful.
It's not the running into the fence that hurts. It's the sudden and dramatic stop.
Oh, you run him up. Caught looking. One away. Back to the top of the order, Max Major, the catcher. Big, tall, lanky dude. As you said yesterday, you were amazed about him not wearing batting gloves.
Yeah. Got a little buzzy. It's got to be, but I mean, I can't remember when it was the last time I swung a bat, and I imagine they're not the same now as they were then. So.
He offered. Strike one. That's one of those tough calls for an umpire. Looks like strike two.
Yeah,
Umpire took a good look.
looks like the same umpire that we ended off with yesterday with the likes to take a second to
Yes.
raise that arm.
And it's back to the picture. That's twice he's done that. 1-3 out. Got two away. Coming up, Ryan Bicknell, the center fielder, number 22. That's twice he popped there right back to the pitcher. Yep, Steve right. As you say, it's the same fellow as yesterday. It's like, got to make up my mind.
Yeah, it's a good thing though. Take a second.
Yep, I think that's one of the rules of umpires. Count to two. Take a picture. I think that's their motto. His last at bat, Ryan did hit a single, and he did score. Scored on a double steal when Will Major made out.
And the boys on the bench are starting to chirp.
Umpire called him out, but there are only two strikes. We're at 2-2. And he fouls it out of play. Ryan's playing center field today. And he smacks it into left center for an easy catch by the center fielder. That was a nice inning. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, and no errors.
And we'll take a moment to shout out, as we do each and every game, Jody Eat, Mace Home and Garden, Mitchell, Exeter, and Arthur, Easton Sports, SBC, Rawlings, Expressway Ford, New Hamburg, the Skelton family, and Conestoga College Digital TV, again bringing you the live stream all week. I guess as well as Village Catering, can't forget them, providing lovely but inappropriate for me sandwiches, hamburgers, hot dogs, French fries, and they'll be here all week.
You remarked yesterday how great a job the grounds crew did.
Yeah, every game out there scooting around.
Field looks in great shape. So coming up for Nova Scotia, Braden Woodworth, Alex Melanson, and Kim Witherby. Braden's playing left field, and he was caught looking his last at bat. Ball's back to second base. They work the horn, and they're getting ready to rock and roll. Number 12, Alex Melanson, the third baseman, is on deck. Bill inside. And that's in the dirt. No damage, nobody on.
And this one's going by quick today.
Yes. What makes a difference when there's 3 up, 3 downs, or 4 up, 3 downs? Quick innings. Couple of fly balls. That's hit.
Way outside. I don't think he's getting there.
It's well hit, but out of play. You got a hit of that one.
He did. That left fielder's still missing. There it
Hard
is.
to see from our vantage point.
There it is, yeah.
Everybody's getting back into position and getting ready to go. Like I said, Braden got caught looking last inning, or first inning. Oh, he hits it through the hole between first, second, short, and third.
Didn't get to that one
Picked up
today.
a little single there. See what they can do with this start. Good start. First batter, Alex Melanson, third baseman. He struck out his last at bat. And he bunts it foul. Sometimes I think this bunting is getting to be a little bit of a lost art.
It is. And I'm not going to lie to you. You can tell who the Nova Scotia fans are in the crowd.
It came a long way, right?
Yeah.
And he pops it up. That was a great play by the first baseman to catch it off the bunt. Keeps the runner at first base. Ken Witherby, the right fielder, see what he can do with it. One's away. Well, these guys sure know how to play. First baseman came charging in for that ball. And that's through the hole on the right side. We now have runners on first and third. Woodworth went to third on the play. Weatherby has himself a single. Runners on the corner, one away.
Had a little conference now. Can't get them all. He was a little bit distracted maybe by the base runner there and couldn't get quite far enough to his right to stop that ball. But a little regroup and now go back at it again.
Well, as you said yesterday, that's one of the nice things about these amateur sports people. The way they kind of get together, regroup, cheer each other on. A little high. Umpire shows the pitcher. Batter's Riley McKinnon. He hit it right at the first baseman last time around. And he got him out. Evan Tilley, the first baseman. Two's away, runners in. First on the corners. First and third.
Cleaning up the batter's box there. Tilly the soil.
Good one.
I do what I can, Ron. I do what I can. Oh.
And they pull off a double steal successfully.
That was a heck of a slide there.
Double steal like that with nobody out is hard to pull off.
Yeah.
Usually you get one.
And a head first dive that close into a batter and a catcher.
That'll tie up the score, right? Oh, that was one heck of a play and drew him offline.
And that's a little strange. I think he probably could have reached out and tagged the runner from second to third. But again, back across, moving in one direction, back across the body to the first baseman. It's a tough throw anyway.
Exactly. Unfortunately, hindsight being 20/20, he might as well have been, or maybe he was just as likely to hold on to the ball. But that's, when you're out in the field, that's pretty difficult to decide, okay, I'm going to give up the runner or the batter and keep the runners on first and third sort of thing. And we have a run. And he did steal successfully. He was a little bit curious what the ump was doing out there, but Looks like he successfully stole second. A little high. Two still away. We're catching bugs today.
I am. Not afraid to admit it. Scared the bejesus out of me. Dropped out of nowhere.
Took a big swing. It's Caleb Isner, by the way. He's the catcher, number 88. He flied to center field last at bat. And he rung him up. Caught looking. But he did score a couple of runs. 2 hits. It looks like a third hit. Guess it'll have to be the official scorer who decides that one, because that was on the shortstop, the fantastic play the shortstop tried. Not sure I'd call it an error because it was a really great try. Scores, what do we got? Like 2-1 by the looks of it in favor of Nova Scotia.
Just haven't seen the same kind of good fortune in the batter's box from Saskatchewan today as we did last night, but these things will change as they do normally.
It's kind of interesting, like we're having the opportunity to watch a team like this a couple of times in a row, kind of see what they do. We also got a chance to watch the Murno team yesterday. That was an interesting team. I guess one more pitch and it's going down to second base. We're ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, and as you say that, Murno's getting ready to start their game against Tavistock on Diamond 2 down there.
Coming up to shortstop, number 7, Will Major. Ethan Sommerfeld, the right fielder. And then Evan Young. Ball 1, high and inside. High. 2 balls. No strikes. And he smacks it straight back. 2 balls, 1. Kind of interesting watching both teams score on double steals. It's a foul. His last at bat, Will Major, he got himself a single and he was caught stealing, but on that play, Ryan Bicknell scored. Like the count's full. We were remarking yesterday on his spread stance. He's also at the front of the plate. Most of the players stand way back. And he got him. Number 16, Ethan Sommerfeld, the right fielder. One's away. As you said, the game is moving right along.
Bottom of 4 already. It's been 50 minutes, maybe 45 minutes. And that's another good thing about 7 innings, right? If you're coming out to watch a game, I mean, that's the thing right now, right? In baseball, long games.
Long games, yep. If you're going out for a day at the ball yard, you might even see 2 games in the space of one major league ball game.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
We're really catching the singing down there.
We are, yeah. An enthusiastic Nova Scotia supporter, for sure.
3 balls. See if Fraser can come back on this one. 3 balls, 1. Now a full count after that foul tip. Sliced it off the end of the bat. Fouled it off. Stays alive.
Sorry, I should take a moment to mention Jeff Fraser, Garth Perrin, Robin Eisenor, Rob White, the coaching staff for the Nova Scotia Selects.
These coaches, they always do a great job. Dedicated, lots of time spent. Good shutout. And another foul ball.
And I would be remiss not to mention Joel Durham, Wade Harris, and Darren Faubert, coaching crew from Saskatchewan. I guess Faubert, they're going to say Faubert for sure. Again, we get into that. From the Saskatchewan side.
And he lines it right through the hole between third and short.
And that's more what we saw yesterday.
Good shout out to the coaches. I'm sure the people at home are thankful for these guys that spend all their time and effort. Good shout out, Sean. Number 20, Evan Young, the first baseman. One's away. Let's see what they do. Nothing special happening. Took a look at that first pitch. Sometimes the pitcher will throw a high one just so they see what the batter's supposed to be doing. When the guess the coach wants him to do that, but only fair. Lines it onto left, out of play. First at bat, Evan hit it to the shortstop, who threw him out at first. You have a stolen base attempt, and he got under the tag by the looks of it. Umpire calls him safe. It was bang bang. Evans now looking at a runner in scoring position. One of my old saying was single scores. Let's see what happens. He was trying. 1-2, one away. In the dirt. Evens a count at 2. Sure, Saskatchewan wants to tie this one up. And he rung him up. Caught looking. Leaves it up to number 6, Tom Norris, the designated player. He hit it to the shortstop last time. Two's away, ball 1. Pitch is on its way. And it's outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Missed the outside corner. Tried for that same corner. Catcher set up out there, but no luck. Caden Fadak on deck. Like he was taking all the way. Brings the count to 3-1. Full count. And he hits it up the middle. And the run scores. He almost caught him rounding first. So Tom Norris has himself a single and an RBI. Number 9, Caden Fadak, second baseman. Oh, we're going to talk about it. And they decided to change pitchers. So let's catch the number and See who's there. It's kind of hard from up here to catch the announcements.
9.
Brady was the
Nick
second
Need.
batter.
Nick Need. Number 9. Nick Need 9.
It's interesting. You don't see that in men's fast pitch much. He's wearing himself a mask. This last time I caught some young ladies, girls playing ball at this level, they were all. It was almost mandatory that the pitcher had to wear a mask.
I don't know why you wouldn't. I mean, you're by the time they finish that wind up and follow through there, what? Maybe not even 10 meters, less. 8 meters, 6
Right.
meters from a ball that's coming back at you at 90 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour. I don't know why you wouldn't. I guess it only takes you getting a comebacker one time to make you think, hey, mask's not such a bad idea.
Yeah. The other thing is, I've seen senior men's catchers without the chest protector. Like, if you get a foul tip off the chest, that's gotta hurt. Didn't a major league umpire get hit the other day or a week or so ago?
I don't know. I don't really.
Yeah, I don't either. I just, every once in a while you catch stuff and says, wow, that's gotta hurt when he gets a foul tip off the shoulder when kind of it's one of those areas that's
Not
unprotected.
protected, yeah.
So it's like, And then you look at fast pitch catchers
Yeah,
playing without a chest protector at all, and it makes you think, okay, what is this all about?
Yeah, no, my equivalent would be a puck off the back of the knee or above the knee pad. That I
Yeah,
can understand, and that's not. That's
Yeah,
not
those
funny.
hurt. Brings back memories.
Yeah.
So this is second baseman, number 9, Caden Fedak. Tom Norris is on first base. And there are 2 away. 1 strikeout, 1 looking. Caden earned himself a trip with a base on balls last time. Counts at ones. And it's off the glove. Advancing the runner to second. Tom Norris now at second base. Could be an opportunity if they can hit another single. 2 balls, 1. Took a rip at that one. Evens a count at 2. 2 out, men on second. 2s are wild. Pops it back. Way out of play. Behind the bleachers. dropped, and he got him out at first. So it's actually a strikeout and 1-3. We did score a run on 2 hits. And we're tied at 2. So we're going to be starting at the top of the order. Nick White, center field, Brody Fraser, pitcher, and Nathan Peters, the shortstop. You were saying yesterday you're out from Saskatchewan way?
No, was born in Manitoba. just
Manitoba.
South of Manitoba. Yeah, south of Winnipeg, in Roblin, Manitoba. Yeah.
Not quite that far west.
No. No. Close. And we'll see if the Nova Scotia Selects can take the pride down the Cabot Trail here in the top of the 5th inning.
Oh, come on. There. Something. Okay, there's a takedown.
And once again, a reminder, lots of baseball going on today, tomorrow, as well as Sunday. The semifinals will be on Saturday and the finals on Sunday. And a whole schedule of baseball coming up tomorrow as well. So come on down to Peter Hallman Ball Yard and enjoy the event. And here we've got number 2, Nick White, outfielder. Taking his first pitch for a strike.
Thanks for that.
No problem.
Just catching up on the next game. Got the lineup cards already, which is good.
You should buy a lottery ticket.
Yeah. Refresh my memory. Who are we seeing next?
We have Harwood Corners, which we saw yesterday, and Shallow Lake, which we saw yesterday.
Long run to the fence for the right fielder, but he did make the catch. So that's an F9. Brody Fraser. He was the pitcher. Now is this back to Nick, or did Brody stay in?
That's the replacement. Oh, that's not the replacement. That is Brody. Yep.
It is Brody.
Yep.
So they just probably replaced him with a flex player, but
Yep. Well, I mistook that arm crest for a 9 is what I did.
yeah. Well, sometimes it's hard. I was having the same problem looking at the tees from Tavistock yesterday. It's all good. First at bat, Brody hit to the first baseman unassisted, and then he struck out looking in his bat in the 3rd inning. And he fouled it off, bounced off the plate. We're already in the 5th. I don't know if there's I think there's a good chance we're going all 7 in this one, if not more. Tried a bit of a change of pace there. No biting. 1 ball, 2. One's away. Oh, you got him on that change. Got Caught looking. Nathan Peters, a shortstop. Number 4.
Quick poke down the third base line, easily fielded by the third baseman. Fired it to first for the third and final out.
That's the second time you hit a 5-3. Good call, man.
And we'll see what kind of response they have now here in the bottom of 5. See if they can continue their hitting streak from yesterday. Start getting some stuff through the infield. We shall see.
Nick's back on the mound. I'm kind of curious what the substitution was. It's one of the things about ball these days. You can have a little bit of flexibility what you can do with your players, where you insert them in the lineup. Kind of similar to the old baseball double change. Looks like we're ready to get going. Got your throws at the second. So the third baseman, Justin Ritchie, coming to bat. He flied out to center field last at bat. From this vantage point, where it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter, Charles Leduc. Two balls, one, nobody out. Another one. 3-1. Oh, looks like it was called a strike. Didn't wait for the umpire. Sorry about that, folks. 2-2. Full count. Caught looking. So it does indeed look like we have a pinch hitter. Number 10, Charles Leduc. Our French gentleman is now up to bat. He's in for Rhett Bernard. off the second baseman's glove. Made a diving stab at it, just off his glove, and couldn't recover in time.
And that's why you run it out.
It's an old adage of baseball or baseball or fastball or any kind of ball, and it's absolutely right. And it looks like Rhett Butler is re-entering the game. Going to first base. Presumably, he'll continue in left field. Max Major, catcher. Looks like Nick here is throwing a few more off pace and pitches. Trying to disturb the timing somewhat. Fouled it straight back. Ryan Bicknell on deck. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One's away.
Looked like he caught a little bit of his thigh there.
Mm-hmm. And the runner advances to second. That's Rhett Bernard. No, Max is looking at a player in scoring position. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And he hammers it. Left center field. Easy out for the center fielder. Ryan Bicknell is up, playing center field. Number 22. Will Major on deck. 2's away. Man on second. That's a strike. Had to wait for the ump on a split second on that one. His last at bat. Ryan hit it to the right fielder who made a nice catch. Had a long run. That's strike 2. Nice location on that pitch. Lower outside corner. And he hits it to left field, and the left fielder makes a relatively easy catch. So we have 1 hit, 1 left on, no run scored, and we're tied at 2 after 5. Braden Woodworth, he's going to be leading off the next inning for Nova Scotia. Alex Melanson, and then Cam Witherby. Nicely played game so far.
Yeah, close one. As I look at the scoreboard, both teams with 2 runs on 4 hits and single errors. It's been close all the way. Carbon copies, really, which is different from the Pride's game yesterday, certainly. They provided a little more offense and a little more jump, and that happened later in the game, though, yesterday, too, so there's still some room. And as I say, I don't know what's going on with the crew from Nova Scotia, having not seen them yesterday, but good game so far.
All right. We're ready to rock and roll. Braden Woodworth, number 94, left fielder. He's got that white uniform pretty dirty. Fouls it straight back. Number 12, Alex Melanson, the third baseman, on deck. I reached for that one. No balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Sort of a waste pitch, trying to see if they can get him to swing. Throws change. Hit to left field. And the left fielder camped under it for the easy catch. Third baseman, Alex Melanson. Struck out his first at bat. And hit straight at the first baseman, his last at bat. Just missed on that one. Ball 1. Gets it into right field. Just out of reach. Nice little smack. Cam Weatherby is the batter. He's a right fielder. And he's hit 2 singles.
And you got to assume one of these 2 teams is going to string a few hits together here. In the same inning, I mean to say.
I hear you. Ouch. Caught that one off the thigh. He's behind in the count. 2 strikes. Ooh. Umpire showed it was a bit on the high side. Out of play. A little hard to play small ball with 1 away. Outside. Evens the count.
Well, you're getting to the point where run either way is
Absolutely.
big, right? So
Absolutely. One run can be critical in this one. And he struck him out. 2 away. Looks like we have a pinch hitter, number 24.
Simon Melanson.
Simon.
Right now in the land of chalk drawing. Or at least chalk lines. But that's another old cultural reference that you either get or you don't.
The appeal for.
Wow, that is interesting. Called them
like,
out.
Yep.
First
No,
base
it's
umpires, or said he went around. Sorry.
Yep.
rather, yeah.
Yep. No. You're right. It is unusual.
This seems to take an awful long time.
Yep.
And I can tell you, if it's me and I'm up to bat here, it's boom or bust because I'm swinging.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised he showed a bunt. I mean, he may be really fast, but it's tough to beat those out. 1-2, 2 out. Man on first.
Oh,
And he
wow.
rung him up. Caught looking.
Wow, that looked a little bit on the high side. But, you know, I will say this. Patience is not necessarily a virtue of our younger generation. But in the games that I've watched, and this includes last week too, these guys all generally being, well, obviously under 23 here, but last week as well, I maybe once, twice heard anything that resembled language with regards to a call or whatever. There was body language certainly, and there was some surprised looks, but in terms of accepting a call that's been made and moving on, I personally didn't expect that. I've been pretty impressed with all these guys last week and this. You know, it's pretty tough when you're the guy and you're getting the call against you, and you don't think it's the call that was made, but they've done a great job so far, at least, of taking it and moving on and working it into something positive next time up. So that's a positive as far as I'm concerned for the youth of today. And I speak like I'm 147 years old, but I don't know.
Well, I can attest to the fact that you're not 147, but your remarks are right on. These guys are impressive in their demeanor and the way they carry on. Ball's on its way to second. And we're looking at Will Major. He's stepping up to the plate, playing shortstop. Got himself a single, and he struck out. We're in the bottom of the sixth. And tie ball game. Fouls it straight back. And he smacks a little single into left field.
And that looks vaguely familiar. I know the Pride spent a lot of time in left and left center yesterday against the Merchants. And that's happened now a couple of times now where they've started to find that spot and get the ball out of the infield. So that's a positive sign. Now again, can they do it again? Can they move that runner? Can they get that run? That's been a sticking point so far.
Oh, he drops a beauty, and he beats it out. And the runner advances to third.
That ball didn't move more than a meter from the plate there. That was a bunt for sure.
That was one of we were remarking earlier in the game about sort of lost start of bunting, but that was textbook. As you say, it just dropped
died
it
right
what
there.
2 or 3 feet,
Yeah,
if that.
yeah.
Wow.
And of course, then you got the catcher and the third baseman fighting over it, and that creates a little bit of havoc. And the throw was rushed, and it didn't make it in time. And actually it was not online, but that's all
Kind
it
of
takes.
interesting. Two conferences at the same time. Coach wanted to calm down his players, I guess, out for Nova Scotia. Umpire's telling me that, or telling him that that's it. Next conference, your pitcher's gone. So we got number 20, Ethan Young, playing first base. Runners at the corners. Oh, he throws it. That was the conference. They put on a play to throw the shortstops. They cut it off at home and then went awry.
It's a tough break for the catcher who tried to make a throw, and that shortstop just kind of had to move back to get the ball, and slid feet coming out from under him, and now they're 1 run down.
Evan Young, first base. 1 strike. Fouls it straight back. Just to catch you up, Ethan Sommerfeld is standing on third base, just looking eager to get home.
And the Pride 1 run up with runner on third and no outs. We see how the selects respond to the pressure, and
Fouls it back again.
well, they still haven't marked the run. Unless I'm mistaken, it's 3-2 right now for the.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
Wasn't arguing with that comment. You've been dead on most of the games, and no fault there, that's for sure. It's been a really interesting ball game. And we're back at it. Pitcher looks like he's getting set. He wants that plate cleaned up. Two and two on the batter. And he took a good hearty swing at that one, but made no contact. Number 6, Tom Norris, the designated player. Hit it to the shortstop on a 6-3. And he hit himself a single. On that single, he had a RBI. Looks like out of play, third base side. Still have a runner in scoring position. No balls, 1 strike. 1 away. upstairs. One ball, two. And he went for that high one. Must be pretty hard to lay off. Looks like it's coming in dead zero and then it rises up. The second baseman, Kadem Fidat. Took a mighty cut at that one. One strike, two away. Oh, he's running. And he slid under the tag.
Maybe they'll sort that out now and get the second run as well. Third run as well.
That was a bang play.
There we go. Now the score is correct.
And he taps it foul. One ball, two strikes. There's 2 runs in. Evens the count at 2. Throws that one in the dirt. Count's full. And he decided to walk him. Not intentionally, I'm sure. All right, now we have the third baseman, number 19, Justin Ritchie. He flied out, right field, the first at bat, struck out looking last at bat. Looks like he didn't want to get cheated on that one. Well, he tried the bunt, popped it back to the catcher. That was a fantastic catch by the catcher there. Make that out. He was diving up against the fence. For him, I guess it's good it didn't go off the fence. 2 runs, 2 hits, 1 base on ball, 1 left on base.
And the Selects will have 3 more outs to try and keep the game alive.
It'll be interesting top of the seventh. See what happens. See if they can claw back those 2 runs.
We got more and more folks sliding in, getting into the stands, under the trees and in the shade, enjoying an ice cold libation at the end of the first baseline, right field.
Coming to bat, number 21, Evan Tilley. He's the first baseman. It's not a good start, getting behind on the batter. 3-0. Taking all the way, 3-1. Pops it up. High one. And the shortstop camps under it for the first out of the inning. Number 88, Caleb Eisner, the catcher. Caleb gets on. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a pinch runner. Coach was talking to the umpire. One. And he fouls it straight back. 1 ball, 2, 1 away. Here in the top of the 7th. Two and 2. Pitcher takes his little walk. Gets set.
One out away now from the end of
Number 2, Nick White. He's had himself a base in balls, 2 bases on balls, and he hit one to right field. And he gets under that one. Right fielder pulls in, camps under it, and that's the ball game. I have to say, it's a well played ball game. Really enjoyed watching that one. Nice and quick.
and close. And we'll be back again, in about 15 minutes or so, as soon as they get the diamonds cleared off. And we will watch Harwood Corners face off against the Shallow Lake Sting in game 2 of today's, actually this is game 3, I suppose, game 3 of today's games in about 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, it was interesting. We saw both those teams yesterday, and it should be an interesting ball game. I think they're equally matched.
Agreed.
So, onwards and upwards. Catch you later, folks.